It was supposed to be a celebration. Dakota Johnson, radiant in a black mini dress with a plunging neckline, walked onto The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. For a moment, it felt like she owned the stage. The applause was too loud, too charged. Backstage, crew members whispered, "This interview's going to get messy." Dakota was there to promote her new film with Pedro Pascal, a psychological thriller already drawing Oscar buzz. Fallon opened with his usual grin and a joke. "Fallon, you and Pedro? Dangerous duo." Dakota smiled politely, but her eyes flickered. At first, the banter was harmless, jokes about Pedro's love of pastries, light teasing. Then Fallon shifted. His tone sharpened. "Fallon, so, your character a manipulative, cold, always hiding something. Personal experience?" The audience laughed nervously. Dakota, "I think we're both professionals enough to separate fiction from reality." Fallon smirked. "Just wondering if playing dark comes naturally to you." The room tensed. Dakota, "Jimmy, I thought we were here to talk about the movie, not diagnose my personality." He chuckled, unfazed. "Don't get scary on me." Her smile vanished. Dakota, "Do you always belittle your guests when they wear a dress like this?" Gasps. Fallon blinked. "Yeah, I didn't mean it that way." Dakota, "Oh, I'm sure you didn't. But let's not pretend the audience missed your tone." The tension snapped. Viewers at home leaned in. This wasn't comedy anymore. It was a showdown. Fallon scrambled to steer back to the film, but the moment had already gone viral. Her linear "Do you always belittle your guests when they wear a dress like this?" was racing across Twitter before the segment even ended. When the cameras returned from commercial, Fallon wore a forced grin. Dakota sat poised, calm, unshaken. Fallon, "So, Dakota, I hear Pedro couldn't stop laughing during dramatic scenes." Dakota, flat, "We had fun. But this film is about trauma, about darkness. It's not a joke, even if you'd like it to be." Fallon leaned forward, voice edged. "Fallon, easy to play the victim when you're in a designer dress, talking darkness from $1 million studio." Gasps again. Dakota, "And it's easy to hide behind a desk, interrupting guests, pretending sarcasm is substance." Applause erupted. Raw, unscripted. Fallon looked shaken. Dakota, "Do you think being on TV makes you immune to criticism? Or does your comedy only work if your guest laughs along?" Fallon, weakly, "It's all in good fun." Dakota, "No, Jimmy. This is your playground. You just don't like it when someone else takes the ball." Fallon exhaled, annoyed. "If you're going to lecture me on my own show, Dakota," cutting in, "I'm not lecturing. I'm responding. You tried to push me into a corner. I stood up." Phones lit up. TikTok clips spread instantly. Fallon's face hardened. "Fallon, maybe you should stand up and leave." Dakota stared at him for a long beat. Then, slowly, she smiled. Dakota, "You really want that headline, don't you?" Silence. Fallon didn't answer. She turned to the crowd. Dakota, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when honesty walks into a scripted room." She rose with grace and walked off. Within minutes, the internet exploded. The phrase "Do you always belittle your guests when they wear a dress like this?" trended worldwide. Edits cast Fallon as a deer in headlights. Critics called him careless. Dakota was crowned queen of calm confrontation. Pedro Pascal tweeted a single gif of applause. Other actresses shared their own Fallon stories. A pattern emerged. Fallon wasn't just one host on a bad night, he became a symbol of something larger. NBC panicked. Sponsors called. Fallon's team issued a weak statement about miscommunication and the unpredictability of live TV. No one bought it. Dakota posted one message on Instagram: "Be careful who you try to silence." Some of us came prepared. Her film's ticket sales spiked overnight. Fallon's ratings dipped. His tone on the show grew cautious, restrained. Some said Dakota broke him. Others said she just held up a mirror. But everyone remembered that night of the night the script flipped. The night silence wasn't weakness, but power. And Dakota Johnson walked away, not for outrage or attention, but for self-respect. The kind of exit that becomes legend. 0:08 and 7 seconds, what do you think? Was Dakota right to stand her ground, or did Fallon push too far?